21 years old. Graduated from university 3 days ago. Now standing in a mansion staring at 3 identical men who just told her, "You'll have all 3 of us tonight." Elena Martinez just married the Salvatore triplets. All 3 of them. In one ceremony. 1 wife. 3 mafia bosses. 3 brothers who've never lost a fight, never failed a mission, and never shared anything in their lives. Except her. And tonight is her wedding night. By the end of this story, you'll understand how a terrified virgin became the most powerful woman in the Italian mafia. How 3 ruthless brothers learned what it means to truly share. And how 1 woman changed an entire empire. Real quick, hit subscribe right now. This channel is exploding because of viewers like you. Drop your country in the comments. Let's hit 100 countries. Now let me tell you about the girl who married 3 mafia bosses and ended up ruling them all. The Salvatore triplets. 28 years old. Identical in appearance, completely different in personality. They run the most powerful crime family in New York. Leonardo Salvatore. The eldest by 7 minutes. Cool. Calculating. Strategic. Runs the business operations. Money laundering, investments, legitimate fronts. Wears glasses. Always in 3-piece suits. Thinks 10 steps ahead. Emotionally distant. Never smiles. His brothers call him the Brain. Marco Salvatore. Middle triplet. The Enforcer. Brutal. Efficient. Runs security and muscle operations. Covered in scars from fights he's won. Prefers tactical gear to suits. Quick to violence but follows a code. Never hurts innocents. Protective. Intense. His brothers call him the Blade. Dante Salvatore. Youngest by 4 minutes. The Charmer. Handles negotiations, alliances, public relations. Smooth talker. Devastatingly handsome when he smiles. Wears expensive casual clothes. Can talk his way into or out of anything. Uses charm like a weapon. His brothers call him the Voice. 3 men. 1 empire. 1 rule they've followed since they were children. We never share anything except blood and business. Until their father makes them an offer they can't refuse. The Martinez family controls the West Coast. Shipping routes. Border access. Connections the Salvatores need to expand. Old man Martinez is dying. He has 1 daughter. Elena. 21. Innocent. Sheltered. Smart. Marry her, Martinez tells the Salvatore patriarch. Merge our families. Protect her after I'm gone. The problem? 3 eligible Salvatore sons. All equal heirs. All equally powerful. Which one marries her? Leonardo asks his father. All of you, the old man says. Silence. Complete silence. That's not how marriage works, Dante points out. That's how this marriage works, their father says. Martinez won't choose between you. Says it would show favoritism. Weaken the alliance. All 3 of you marry her or none of you do. And if none of you do, we lose the West Coast. We lose everything Martinez built. Your choice. The triplets look at each other. Have an entire conversation with just their eyes. Finally, Leonardo speaks. We'll do it. But we set the terms. She lives with all of us. Shares all of us equally. No favoritism. No jealousy. This is a business arrangement, nothing more. Agreed, Marco says. Agreed, Dante echoes. They don't ask what Elena thinks. She's not part of this conversation. She's the contract being negotiated. Elena Martinez grows up in Los Angeles. Only child. Her mother died when she was 10. Her father raised her with 1 foot in the mafia world, 1 foot out. She knows what he does. She's not naive. But he's kept her separate. Safe. Educated. She graduates UCLA with a degree in business. Plans to work for legitimate companies. Have a normal life. Maybe meet someone. Fall in love. The usual dreams. Then her father sits her down. Tells her about the arranged marriage. 3 of them? Elena says not sure she heard correctly. The Salvatore triplets. All 3. It's the only way to merge the families without showing preference. Papa, that's insane. I can't marry 3 men. You can and you will, her father says. His voice is gentle but firm. Elena, I'm dying. Cancer. 6 months, maybe less. When I'm gone, you have no protection. The vultures will circle. Other families will try to absorb our territory. Our people. But if you're married to the Salvatores, you're untouchable. They're the most powerful family in America. Nobody will dare touch you. But 3 husbands is better than being dead, her father interrupts. This is the Mafia Mija. We don't get fairy tale romances. We get survival. The Salvatores will protect you. Provide for you. Treat you well. That's more than most mafia wives get. Elena wants to argue. Wants to refuse. But she sees the fear in her father's eyes. He's terrified of leaving her alone in this world. Okay, she whispers. I'll do it. Her father hugs her. You're stronger than you know. You'll survive this. Maybe even thrive. Elena doesn't believe him. How can she thrive married to 3 strangers? 3 dangerous men who see her as a business transaction? She has no idea she's about to prove him right. The wedding is 2 weeks later. Small ceremony. Just family and close associates. Elena wears white. Traditional. Beautiful. She looks like a princess in a fairy tale. Except fairy tales don't have 3 grooms. Leonardo, Marco, and Dante stand at the altar in matching black suits. Identical faces. Different expressions. Leonardo looks analytical, studying her like a problem to solve. Marco looks protective, already cataloging threats. Dante looks charming, smiling like this is all perfectly normal. The priest is clearly uncomfortable. Do you, Elena Maria Martinez, take these 3 men? We get it, Dante interrupts smoothly. Yes, we do. She does. Let's skip to the end. The priest rushes through the vows. 3 rings. 1 for each husband. Elena's hand shakes as they each slide a ring onto her finger. 3 bands. All identical. All claiming her. You may kiss the bride, the priest says, then adds awkwardly, brides? Bride. The one bride. You may all. God help me. Leonardo kisses her first. Brief. Formal. Like a business contract being sealed. Marco kisses her second. Gentle. Careful. Like she's something fragile he's afraid to break. Dante kisses her last. Warm. Lingering. Like he's actually enjoying this. And just like that, Elena Martinez becomes Elena Salvatore. Wife to 3 mafia bosses. Property of the most dangerous family in America. The reception is at the Salvatore compound. Massive estate in upstate New York. 100 rooms. Armed guards everywhere. More fortress than home. Elena sits at the head table between Dante and Leonardo. Marco is on Dante's other side. They're all polite. Courteous. Introducing her to family members and associates. Everyone stares. Whispers. A wife shared by triplets? Scandalous. Fascinating. Unprecedented. Elena smiles. Nods. Plays her role. But inside she's terrified. Because evening is coming. And evening means the wedding night. At 10 p.m. Dante leans close. Whispers in her ear. Time to go upstairs. Elena's heart stops. All 3 of you? That's the arrangement, Leonardo says from her other side. His voice is matter-of-fact. Clinical. You're our wife. We share equally. That includes tonight. I'm not, Elena's voice cracks. I've never. We know, Marco says gently. He's the first one to show actual concern. Your father told us. We'll be careful. Careful. Elena laughs, slightly hysterical. There are 3 of you and 1 of me, and I'm a virgin, and you think careful is going to make this okay? The triplets exchange looks. We're not monsters, Dante says quietly. We won't force you into anything you're not ready for. Then what exactly are you expecting tonight? Elena asks. Leonardo answers. We establish the parameters of this arrangement. Set expectations. Make things clear. That's all. That's all? Elena repeats. You just told me I'll have all 3 of you tonight. Poor word choice, Dante admits. What Leonardo means is we'll spend tonight talking. Getting to know each other. Establishing boundaries. We're not planning to consummate all at once. That would be traumatic for you and counterproductive for us. Elena stares at him. You're negotiating our wedding night like it's a business meeting. Everything is a business meeting, Leonardo says. The sooner you understand that, the easier this will be. They take her upstairs. To the master suite. It's enormous. King-size bed that could fit 5 people. Sitting area. Massive bathroom. Walk-in closet already filled with women's clothes in her size. We took the liberty of buying you a wardrobe, Dante explains. If you don't like anything, we'll replace it. How did you know my size? Elena asks. We know everything about you, Leonardo says. Your measurements. Your favorite foods. Your university GPA. Your medical history. We've been studying you for 2 weeks. That's creepy, Elena says. That's thorough, Leonardo corrects. We don't enter agreements blindly. Marco is the one who seems to notice Elena's distress. Sit down. You look like you're about to pass out. Elena sits on the couch. All 3 of them remain standing. Looming. Not intentionally intimidating, they're just all over 6 feet tall. This is overwhelming, Elena admits. I know this is a business arrangement. I know you didn't choose this any more than I did. But I'm terrified. I've never even had a boyfriend. Now I have 3 husbands. I don't know how to do this. Silence. Then Dante sits beside her. We'll figure it out together. How? Elena asks. How does this even work? Leonardo answers. We each spend equal time with you. We each have responsibilities toward you. We each protect you, provide for you, respect you. You in turn treat us equally. No favoritism. No playing us against each other. You're talking about me like I'm a business asset, Elena says. You are, Leonardo says bluntly. You're the asset that secures the Martinez alliance. That's your value in this arrangement. Leonardo, Marco warns. What? I'm being honest. You're being an ass, Dante says. He turns to Elena. You're more than an asset. You're our wife. That means something. Maybe not love. Not yet, maybe not ever, but it means respect. Protection. Partnership. We'll take care of you. That's a promise. And in exchange? Elena asks. You fulfill your role as our wife, Leonardo says. Publicly, you represent the Salvatore family. You attend events with us. You smile for photos. You make us look good. Privately, you maintain this household. You keep our secrets. You don't betray us. And, physically? Elena forces herself to ask. The triplets exchange another look. Marco answers this time. Eventually, we'd expect a physical relationship. But not tonight. Not until you're ready. And when I'm ready? All 3 of you at once. Elena's voice shakes. No, Dante says firmly. Never that. We're not animals. One at a time. Private. Respectful. How do you decide who goes first? Elena asks. We don't, Leonardo says. You do. When you're ready. If you're ever ready. You choose. Elena looks at these 3 identical faces. 3 completely different men. What if I'm never ready? Then we have a sexless marriage, Leonardo says with a shrug. It's not ideal, but it's not a deal breaker. The alliance is what matters. Everything else is secondary. Speak for yourself, Dante mutters. I am speaking for all of us, Leonardo says. Elena, we won't force you. Ever. This arrangement only works with consent. So take your time. Months if you need. We'll wait. Elena didn't expect this. Expected to be thrown on the bed and claimed by all 3. Expected violence or force or coldness. Instead, they're giving her control. Power. Choice. Okay, she says quietly. Thank you. You're welcome, Marco says. Now it's late. You should sleep. We'll leave you alone. Where will you sleep? Elena asks. Our rooms, Dante says. We each have our own room. You have this one. When you're ready to share a bed with one of us, you can invite them. Until then, you sleep alone. They stand to leave. Wait, Elena says. Can I ask you something? Anything, Dante says. Why did you agree to this? You could have fought your father. Refused. But you all said yes. Why? Leonardo answers. Because our father was right. The Martinez alliance is worth more than our pride. And because. He pauses. Looks at his brothers. Because maybe it's time we learn to share. They leave. Elena sits alone in the massive bedroom. Processing. Her wedding night just consisted of a business negotiation with 3 mafia bosses who are technically her husbands but feel like strangers. She should be relieved. Instead, she feels lonely. And she has no idea that in the coming months, these 3 dangerous men will become the most important people in her life. If you're enjoying this story, hit that like button right now and comment. Could you handle being married to triplets? Keep watching because this gets incredibly complicated. Month 1. Elena adjusts. Slowly. The triplets keep their word. No pressure. No demands. Just coexistence. She learns their routines. Leonardo is up at 5 a.m. Works from home office. Drinks black coffee. Reads 3 newspapers. Never eats breakfast. Focused. Distant. Treats her politely but impersonally. Marco trains at 6 a.m. Private gym. 2 hours. Comes back sweaty and intense. Eats eggs and protein. Barely talks. But he started nodding at her. Acknowledging her presence. Small progress. Dante sleeps until 8 a.m. Emerges charming and chatty. Makes her laugh at breakfast. Asks about her day. Actually listens. He's the easiest to be around. The most human. They each spend time with her. Separately. Leonardo takes her to business dinners. Uses her as his date. She looks beautiful on his arm. Makes him look stable. Settled. She's good at playing the role. Marco teaches her self-defense. You're a mafia wife now, he says. You need to protect yourself. He's patient. Careful never to hurt her during training. She notices he always positions himself between her and any perceived threat. Dante takes her to museums, art galleries, shows. He's cultured, educated, knows everything about everything. Makes her feel like she's on actual dates. Sometimes she forgets this is a business arrangement. At night, they each come to her door. Separately. Never together. Good night, Elena, Leonardo says formally. Sleep well, Elena, Marco says gruffly. Sweet dreams, beautiful, Dante says with a smile. 3 good nights. 3 husbands checking on her. It's bizarre. But it's also, sweet? Elena starts to relax. This isn't so bad. They're respectful. Kind even. Distant but not cruel. Then month 2 happens. There's an attack. A rival family tries to hit a Salvatore warehouse. Goes wrong. Ends in a shootout. Marco gets shot. Elena is home when they bring him back. Bleeding. The doctor is coming but hasn't arrived yet. Get her out of here, Leonardo orders. No, Elena says. I can help. You're not equipped. I have first aid training, Elena interrupts. UCLA required it for graduation. Let me help. She doesn't wait for permission. Goes to Marco. He's pale. Bleeding from his shoulder. The bullet went through. Cling. But he's losing blood. Elena applies pressure. Elevates his arm. Keeps him talking. You're okay, she tells him. You're going to be fine. Hurts, Marco mutters. I know, Elena says. But you're Marco Salvatore. You've survived worse. How do you know? Marco asks. Because you're too stubborn to die, Elena says. I've known you 2 months and I can already tell. You don't give up. Ever. Marco's lips twitch. Almost a smile. Smart girl. The doctor arrives. Stitches Marco up. He'll be fine. Needs rest but no permanent damage. After the doctor leaves, Leonardo finds Elena. She's washing Marco's blood off her hands in the kitchen sink. Shaking slightly. Adrenaline wearing off. You did well tonight, Leonardo says. He's my husband, Elena says simply. Of course I helped. Leonardo studies her. You actually care about him. I care about all of you, Elena admits. I know I'm not supposed to. I know this is business. But I live here. I see you every day. I'm starting to. She stops. Starting to what? Leonardo prompts. Feel like you're actually my husband's, Elena whispers. Not just contracts I signed. Leonardo is quiet for a long moment. That's dangerous. Caring about us. Why? Because we're dangerous men, Leonardo says. We hurt people. Kill people. Ruin lives. Getting attached to us is a mistake. Too late, Elena says. I already am. She walks away. Leaves Leonardo standing in the kitchen, processing what she just said. That night, all 3 triplets come to her door. Together. First time they've done that. Come in, Elena says. They file in. Stand awkwardly in her sitting area. We wanted to thank you, Dante says. For helping Marco. You don't need to thank me, Elena says. He's my husband. You keep saying that, Leonardo observes. Like you believe it. Because I do believe it, Elena says. I know this started as an arrangement. But somewhere in the last 2 months, it became real for me. You're my family now. Whether you like it or not. Marco speaks. His voice rough from pain and medication. We like it. Elena blinks. You do. We didn't expect to, Dante admits. But you're? He looks at his brothers. You're easy to live with. You don't demand things. You don't complain. You've adjusted to our world without breaking. And tonight, you proved you're not just a decoration. You're strong. Capable. Brave. You're one of us now, Marco says. Really one of us. Which means we need to discuss something, Leonardo says. The physical aspect of this marriage. Elena's heart races. Oh. We're not pressuring you, Dante says quickly. But we think you should know. We want you. All 3 of us. When you're ready. If you're ever ready. But the wanting is real now. This stopped being just business for us too. Elena looks at these 3 identical faces. 3 men who've been nothing but respectful. Patient. Kind. 3 men who are slowly becoming not just husbands but partners. I'm not ready yet, she says honestly. But I'm getting there. I just need more time. Take all the time you need, Leonardo says. They leave. Elena lies in bed. Thinks about 3 dangerous men who want her. Who are waiting for her. Who've given her power over them in a world where women usually have none. She's still scared. But she's also curious. And maybe, just maybe, starting to want them back. Month 4. Elena makes her decision. Not all 3 at once. She's not ready for that. But one of them. To take that step. She chooses Dante. Not because she likes him more. But because he's the least intimidating. The easiest to talk to. The one she's most comfortable with. She knocks on his door at 10 p.m. Dante opens it. Surprised. Elena? Everything okay? I'm ready, she says simply. Dante understands immediately. Are you sure? No, Elena admits. But I want to try. With you. If you want to. If I want to? Dante laughs softly. Elena, I've wanted you since the wedding. But I need you to be absolutely sure. Because once we cross this line, we can't uncross it. I know, Elena says. I'm sure. As sure as I can be. Dante steps aside. Lets her in. What happens next is gentle. Patient. Dante takes his time. Makes sure she's comfortable. Stops frequently to check in. It's awkward at first. Elena is nervous. Inexperienced. But Dante is experienced enough for both of them. He guides her through it. Makes it good. Makes her feel safe. When it's over, Elena lies in his arms, processing. You okay? Dante asks. Yeah, Elena says. I'm okay. That was good. Just good. Dante teases. I'll have to do better next time. There'll be a next time? Elena asks. If you want there to be, Dante says. But Elena, you know you'll have to, with the others too. Eventually. If we're doing this equal sharing thing. I know, Elena says. One at a time. I'll get there. Over the next 2 months, Elena sleeps with Marco. Then Leonardo. Both experiences different. Marco is intense. Passionate. Protective. Leonardo is controlled. Precise. Surprisingly tender. By month 6, Elena has a physical relationship with all 3 triplets. It's strange. Complicated. But it works. She spends nights rotating between them. 3 husbands. 3 lovers. 3 partners. She's learned their individual quirks. Preferences. What makes each of them unique despite identical faces. And somewhere along the way the impossible happens. Elena falls in love. Not with one of them. With all 3 of them. Equally. Differently. Completely. Month 8. Elena's father dies. Peacefully. In his sleep. She inherits his entire operation. The triplets absorb it into the Salvatore Empire. The alliance is complete. Permanent. At the funeral, Elena breaks down. All 3 husbands surround her. Support her. Hold her while she cries. They've stopped pretending this is just business. They care about her. Actually care. That night, Elena does something unprecedented. She asks all 3 of them to stay with her. Not for sex. Just for comfort. They lie in her massive bed. Marco on her left. Dante on her right. Leonardo at her feet. Protecting her even in sleep. Surrounding her. Keeping her safe. Thank you, Elena whispers into the darkness. For what? Dante asks. For being what I needed, Elena says. I thought this arrangement would destroy me. Instead you saved me. You saved us, Leonardo says quietly. We were just 3 men running an empire. You made us a family. I love you, Elena says. All 3 of you. I know that's complicated and weird and probably wrong. But I do. Silence. Then Marco speaks. We love you too. All 3 of us, Dante adds. Equally, Leonardo finishes. Elena smiles in the darkness. She married 3 strangers. 3 dangerous men. 3 mafia bosses who shared her out of necessity. And somehow, impossibly, it became the greatest love story of her life. 2 years later. Elena runs half the Salvatore Empire. The legitimate side. She's brilliant at it. Triples their legal revenue. Becomes feared and respected in her own right. She's no longer the frightened girl who married 3 strangers. She's a power player. A queen in her own right. And her 3 husbands? They're completely devoted to her. Would burn the world down to keep her safe. Fight each other for her time. Compete to make her happy. The arrangement that started as a business deal became something no one expected. A real marriage. Unconventional. Complicated. But real. Any regrets? Dante asks her one morning. Elena looks at her 3 husbands. 3 men who share her. 3 men she shares. 3 men who love her completely. Not a single one, she says. And she means it. If you made it this far, you're amazing. Smash subscribe, hit like and comment. Could you share your spouse with their siblings? Drop your country too. Sometimes the most unconventional arrangements create the strongest bonds. And sometimes love is bigger than any rules society creates. See you in the next story.